Welcome viewers to Diabetes Hope channel, the channel where we educate you, motivate you, and encourage you to control your diabetes and probably reverse it. This is the place where you find hope. I am your co-host, Nyambura Madenge, and our host is
Wanjiko Dongo.
Welcome Wanjiko Dongo to the channel.
Thank you, Sarah, and also welcome to our viewers.
Yes. Mwalimu, what do you have for us today?
From the Telegram group, our viewers have been requesting for another fast.
Yes, I saw that.
I don't know whether you're ready also.
We shall see.
I actually thought that it is good for us to do it since that is what they want. And I promised that we could do this in the month of June.
Okay, that is the coming month.
Yes.
Okay.
I also thought that we could explore a fast that we have not tried before, just to be adventurous.
Nice.
And also to make our viewers know that the road to health has many options.
Good.
Yes. And when we explore many options, our viewers can choose what works best for them and also for their circumstances.
Wow, that's nice.
So today we are going to discuss the Daniel fast.
Huh? The Daniel what? Is that the Daniel in the Bible?
Exactly. Now Daniel is a man we read about in the Bible.
Yes.
And him with three other men were picked among others in order to serve in the king's palace.
King Nebuchadnezzar.
Exactly.
And they were from Israel.
Exactly. And King Nebuchadnezzar was the king of Babylon.
Yes.
Now, for them to serve in the king's palace, they needed to be trained.
Okay.
The king himself designed their diet, which consisted of daily provisions of the king's delicacies and of the wine which he drank.
Wow, how lucky. What was their menu?
You can imagine what food is likely to be in the king's table.
Everything good.
Now, just imagine if our president invited you for dinner, what are you likely to be given?
Maybe a lot of meat, chicken, pork, anything. You name it.
Sausages.
Yes, yes.
Pirao,
I know.
Chapati,
beer,
samosa,
wine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can imagine, and I can also imagine, all those things were available to them.
Yes.
And imagine, you can eat as much as you want. And it's free.
Imagine.
So Sarah, if you were there, what would you have eaten?
I would have tried everything since I'm at the king's palace.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But imagine, Daniel refused to eat that food.
Uh-oh. Why? And the food was free.
Well, according to Daniel, the food would not make him become the kind of person that the king was looking for.
Wow, such discipline. So what kind of people was the king looking for then?
The king was very specific. At the end of 3 years, they were to be tested by the king on several areas.
Okay, such as?
One, on their physical appearance.
Wow.
How strong and attractive they were.
Okay.
Two, on their mental capacity.
Wow.
They were to be tested on how wise they had become. They were to be tested on how quick they were to understand things.
Okay.
And they were also to be tested on how widely knowledgeable they were.
Wow.
Luckily, after some struggle with Daniel and the other 3 men from Israel, they were allowed to craft their own diet.
Wow. Which is?
Vegetables and water.
Ha! Wow. Imagine you're given all the delicacies and you only choose vegetables and water. Really? Surely, Daniel.
Can you imagine? Hey, Daniel.
Water and vegetables?
Water and vegetables.
Wow.
Not the chapatis.
And all these things were free. Was Daniel diabetic?
I also don't know, but even if he was diabetic, he should have done keto.
Yes, by the way, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they could not have missed some meat.
I know.
And some avocados.
Yes, from the King's Palace, everything would have been in the King's
Exactly.
kitchen, yeah.
But anyway, to cut the long story short, Daniel's request was accepted.
Yes, on condition they would be observed.
Absolutely.
Yes.
They were first to be tested for 10 days. And after 10 days, they were actually allowed to continue with their diet.
So what was the outcome after this?
Hey, surprise, surprise. The king personally interviewed them. And in all matters of wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians and astrologers who had enjoyed the wine, the chapatis,
the chomas. Wow. Okay. Imagine they only ate vegetables. Okay, now since it's a Daniel fast and his friends were men, then I think this fast should only be for men, or even the ladies can participate.
Well, Sarah, for our case, if the ladies want to be as wise as Daniel, then they might as well join us.
Wow, okay, so please tell us about the Daniel fast.
So, dear viewers, the Daniel fast is very easy.
Okay.
It includes only eating plants that grow on the earth.
Okay.
So, it does not include animal products at all, nor does it include any processed food or any food that comes from a factory.
Okay. If we decide to do it, we will only be eating vegetables. Is that really a fast?
Yes, because there will be times we shall not be eating at all.
Okay.
And when we start eating, we shall only be eating vegetables.
Okay.
And we shall include some seeds and some nuts because also they grow from the earth.
Okay.
So we assume they are also part of the vegetables.
Okay.
So our Daniel fast is going to look something like this.
Okay.
Breakfast, we shall fast up to 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Meaning that when we wake up until 12 o'clock, we are only going to take water.
Okay.
And we can take as much water as we want.
Okay. And the last supper is at 8.
As always, that's what we always prefer. The last eating time in the evening is 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then we wake up in the morning, we start eating at 12.
Okay.
So from the time we wake up until 12, we've only taken water.
Okay.
Then at 12,
we
can take what we want as long as it is a vegetable and it grows from the earth.
Okay.
But for diabetics, we want the vegetables they choose to not be too starchy.
Okay.
So we want to go for vegetables that do not raise blood sugars.
Okay.
So what we are saying is that the person can take tea.
Okay.
And I think because they are not taking sugar, we allow them to take tea
with milk.
Okay.
Yay.
They can take a juice.
Okay.
Or they can take a smoothie.
At 12.
At 12. After 12.
Okay.
After 12.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to the juices and the smoothies, it is important that we do not use fruits that have a lot of sugar, because we want to avoid sugars at all in this fast, for the sake of lowering sugars for diabetics. So we are only going to allow some fruits, which are avocados, thorn melon, and pepino melons. And this is because these three fruits have very low sugars. If a person wants to make a juice, they can make a juice of carrots, cucumbers, courgettes, ginger, or they can make a juice of thorn melon, cucumber, beetroot, lemons, or they can simply interchange these vegetables and any other, as long as the sugar levels are kept low. So that is what we can call a breakfast. The fast. Yes.
And what will they have for lunch?
For lunch, dear viewers, if it is necessary, because they have already taken something after 12. But if it's necessary, they can take a salad. For example, the salad can be made out of cabbage. It can be made out of cucumbers. It can be made out of courgettes, carrots, beetroots, whatever they want. Alternatively, if they want to cook their vegetables, they can also have cooked vegetables. And maybe they can add avocado. They can put in granola. Whatever they want will be acceptable. And the vegetables can be spinach, it can be skuma, it can be tomatoes, anything they want, as long as it is a vegetable.
And with avocado on the side as always.
As always. And if they also want to make a soup, they can make a soup. And soups are usually very nice. For example, they can do a spinach soup, especially with cashew nuts. Have you ever tried that one?
No.
Comes out very, very nice. Spinach soup with cashew nuts, especially when we
blend it.
Yes. Comes out very, very creamy and nice. And they can simply enjoy that with avocado. They can enjoy it with grated carrots, with grated beetroots. The idea is to be very, very imaginative, but the thing is, make it vegetables only. Yes.
And nuts if you have to.
And nuts. Seeds and nuts are also allowable. Yes.
So in case they still feel they want to have something before 8 o'clock, maybe they want to call it dinner, what can they have?
Now for dinner, it will still be the very same, very close to the lunch, because it is simply a concentration of the vegetables, the seeds and the nuts. The person should craft their diet depending on what is very easily available for them. For example, they can cook pumpkin soup. And they add their flaxseed and chia seeds. And then on the side, they can have maybe steamed broccoli and cauliflower, or they can have steamed cabbage, or they can even have an avocado on the side. So really, the individual just needs to be imaginative, do that which is available and what works for them. But it is important that we maintain it to only vegetables and seeds and nuts. Yes, so here we are doing no meat at all. Now remember, dear viewers, when we give these examples, we are just making suggestions to make it easier for people, but really get that which is within your reach.
Yes.
As long as it is a vegetable,
yes,
it is a seed, and it is a nut.
Good.
And also get that which you can afford and also which you prefer.
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, in case the person is feeling hungry, because really vegetables are not very filling, we advise them to take a lot of water.
Okay.
And also train the body not to handle a lot of food. We want to learn how to eat literal amounts of food and to feel okay.
So should the water be cold or warm or hot?
Whichever the viewer prefers.
Okay.
If you prefer it hot, take it hot.
Okay.
If you prefer it cold, make it cold.
Okay.
So it's personal preferences. And you know, sometimes it also depends on the weather.
Okay.
If it is cold, you may find that you want to take something a little warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Now, sometimes people may also feel that in this diet, they are going to lose a lot of weight, which is going to happen. And some of our viewers are saying they have lost a lot of weight. They now don't want to lose a lot more weight.
Yeah.
So for them, we can encourage them to increase the oil. For example, they can take a spoon of coconut oil.
Okay.
They can take a spoon of olive oil,
Okay.
depending on what they prefer. And really increase the amount of avocados, because these ones are able to keep us full for longer. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And they also give you the energy.
Yes, they are going to give you the energy that you will require for the day.
Okay.
Now, for more discussions and information, I think we are simply going to follow up in the Telegram group, because this is where this request came from. So if you are there and you are still not very sure what to do, you can ask those questions in the Telegram group, and we shall be able to answer them and to do a follow-up in the group. Okay. And also, as we move on and we see changes within our body, this is still where we are going to report those changes
in the Telegram group.
In the Telegram group, that is where we are going to give the testimonies. And after the month is over, we will be able now to correct all those testimonies, and then we shall be able to make a video for the rest of the individuals to follow up.
Okay. For those of you who are not already in the Telegram group that we are talking about, in the description box in this video, there will be a link. Just click on it and you'll just join automatically.
Yes, we'd really encourage you to join the Telegram group, because it is an important support group. Yes. So that you do not feel all alone. And when you see what others are doing, it also becomes very encouraging. True. And so, dear viewers, I want to encourage every one of you who wants to see an improvement in their health to really join us in the Daniel fast. True. I am absolutely sure that great things are going to happen in the month of June. True. And especially for those that are having health challenges, if you have diabetes, if you have high blood pressure, if you have arthritis, please join us and you will not regret this experience. Good. But there are some of you that could be having medications. It becomes important for you to consult with your doctor, so that you can be able to discuss when to take your medications, even as you are in this fast. Yes. Simply tell your doctor, this I must do. How do I adjust my medications? True. And especially for individuals with diabetes, this will be important, because within the first 2 to 3 days, we expect the sugars to come down very fast. Yes. And therefore, adjustment of medications becomes absolutely important. Okay. And so, dear viewers, let's start the Daniel fast on the 1st of June. And try our level best to be very consistent for 30 days and see what happens. Good. I am absolutely sure great things are going to happen. True. Yes. And before starting this fast, it may be good for individuals to check their weight, check their blood sugars, and also their blood pressure levels, so that when these improvements occur, they will be in a position to note them and to document them, and also to give a testimony about them, and we will really be waiting for these testimonies, because we know it works. We are sure. These are things that we have tried before. Yes. We know they work, and we want our viewers to ascertain that they are good, they work, and these are some of the many ways that we can use to heal our bodies. True. Yes. I think that's enough for today. Okay. And to our viewers, let me say goodbye until next time.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mwalimu, for this lovely lesson that we have had today. We really appreciate even all the work that you're doing to make sure that we get this information. And thank you very much, dear viewers, for your continued support, even those in the Telegram group and even the conversations that go on in there, and even for those ones who are just observers. From us, it's goodbye and God bless you.